Save 15% off your order through Safari site using my exclusive coupon code DINOSCREAM. Link is in the description of this video.
Does anybody want to play Parcheesi? Okay, who brought the dog?
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Safari Limited review. Today we're going to take a look at the new Dino Zuul. It's been a hot minute since this figure was revealed, but finally they're in stock at Safari, so as soon as I saw that, I ordered this and the super popular Nano Tyrannus. So yeah, really happy to have this little figure in hand. It's a species I've been wanting to see made into figure form for a very long time. In all honesty, I thought Collect Day would have been the first one to do it, but really happy to see Safari be first to the finish line with this species, and it's a really cool looking figure. Now it is part of the Dino line, so you do get a little QR code inside the little pamphlet that's attached to the leg, and you just have to download the Dino app to your mobile device and scan the code, and you can get the dinosaur and interact with it with augmented reality. But I downloaded the app to test it out, and it doesn't look like they updated it yet. Zuul and the other dinosaurs are not in the app yet, so hopefully that update comes soon. But here's the QR code for future reference if everyone wants to scan it. So enough about the QR code. Let's throw this thing up on the turntable and take a closer look. And let's start with a 360-degree view of Zuul. I'm probably gonna slaughter this name, crurivastator, destroyer of shins. For those of you unfamiliar, Zuul is the name of the pterodogs from Ghostbusters. The paleontologist working on this specimen thought the head of the pterodogs remind them of ankylosaur, so hence the name. So yay, hooray for pop culture name dinosaurs. But anyways, getting back to the figure, very well done figure, nicely detailed. Really not much more you can ask for a $15 figure. Really digging all the green and the contrasting with the bone color for the gold color for the osteoderms all over the body. The paleontologist, one of the paleontologists writing the paper on the specimen, Victoria Auber, did give it her stamp of approval, saying this is a very well done figure. Now, when the figure was sculpted, only the head and the tail of Zuul was described, so they're still preparing the body. But like I said, she says this is very close to what the real animal looked like, with just probably some minor differences when the actual paper is published. But yeah, really like this thing. I have one issue with this figure, and it's the type of material that's used on it. It's a softer material, which means it's not going to break. It's not like last year's Spinosaurus that if you just look at it wrong, it's just going to explode into a million pieces. I'm glad they went with a softer material, but because of that, if you look at the spikes on the side of the body, they're drooping. It came like that in the packaging, so it's a little bit too soft. I get that this is a kid's toy and safety first. These are marketed towards kids, just because us adult collectors buy these. Kids come first when Safari is making their figures. So yeah, it's definitely a safety issue, but it really just kind of puts the figure down a notch just because those osteoderms in the back are drooping. I'm going to try heating them up and try to see if I can straighten them out, but hopefully that works. And now for some quick measurements. This figure is 7 inches long from the tip of the tail to the tip of the snout, or 17.7 centimeters, and about 1.5 inches tall, or 3.8 centimeters. So Zuul in real life was around 20 feet long, or 6 meters. So I'll put this figure in the 135 scale range. And now let's zoom in and take a look at some of the finer details on this figure. Starting with the head, all around a nicely sculpted figure. Safari figures are hand painted, so everyone's figure is going to look a little bit different. I think the eye on this side is painted a lot better than the eye on the other side. But yeah, a nicely sculpted head. You can see all these large spikes and osteoderms sticking out all over the place. They're painted almost like a goldish color. You can see all the nice armor plating on top of the head, even armor around the nostrils. Wish there was a little bit more of that goldish paint for the beak to highlight a little bit more. It looks like it just has lips. I would like the beak just be a little bit highlighted, but really not that bad. Just a super minor complaint. You do have a lighter green for the underside. Even the undersides of the feet are nicely detailed. Got some nice pectoral muscles sculpted in, and some folds and wrinkles all down the belly. Even the inside of the thighs have some nice scale detail. Got a nice wash over there to bring out all the nice details. So yeah, really like this thing. I'm very excited to have this new species. We don't get a lot of armored dinosaurs from companies for some reason. It's always like ankylosaurus, and really surprised no one's done a updated Euoplocephalus, such a well-known species, and really not too many figures on that one. You can see more of those spikes coming out through all the armor plate on the back. You see it looks like it's almost segmented. You got a nice dark wash to bring out all the osteoderms on the body. On the side, get some more of that green. I actually really like the green on here. It's just really nice and contrasting. But actually, all the artwork I've seen on Zuul is green. Did I miss something that they actually figured out the color of this dinosaur, kind of like what they did with Borrelia pelta, that it was green? I actually did order the Zuul book off Amazon. I should have it tomorrow. Maybe there'll be some more information in there for me. Get some more osteoderms sculpted along the thighs. The toe claws are painted in, which is always welcome. Same thing on the hind feet. Get some nice detail on the hind feet right there. And then going down to the tail, I love how they captured the asymmetrical look of the tail, because this is exactly what the tail of the Zuul specimen looks like. It's not, perfectly symmetrical. You have this large bulbous club on this side, it's smaller on the other side, and even the spikes at the end of the tail are not symmetrical. Very, very nice touch. A lot of research obviously went into sculpting this, and I guess because it's a Dino Dana figure, no dinosaur butthole. Very, very disappointed. Oh, poor little Zuul over here gonna poop. So yeah, really, really pleased at how this thing turned out. It's a very, very well done figure. Moving on with comparisons, here it is with Collectase 140 scale human. And next up, let's do with some Safari's other armored dinosaurs. Here it is with their ankylosaurs. And let's just move these off to the side a little bit. And here it is with their absolutely stellar Sauropelta. Let's do a couple armored dinosaurs from other companies. Here is Batats Euoplocephalus, a species I have no idea why no company has given us an updated version of. It's one of my favorite armored dinosaurs, and this is a great figure, but I would love an update. And lastly, for armored dinosaurs, here is PNSO's Borrelia pelta. And next up, here it is with the new figures from Safari this year. Here it is with Patagotitan, and next up, here it is with Albertosaurus, and lastly, here it is with the unreleased Cryolophosaurus. I don't know when that one's coming in. It should hopefully be in by the end of the year. And next up, here it is with the Dino Dana Feathered T-Rex. And let's do one more Rex figure. Here it is with Rebor's new Kiss T-Rex. And, I always use PNSO Wilson as like my standard T-Rex comparison figure. Well, definitely going to be using this one from now on. And lastly, we have a nice group shot of the Judith River Formation. That's the formation Zuul is from. So starting from the top, we have the beasts of the Mesozoic: Spiclophyllus, Avaceratops, and Dromaeosaurus, and Medusaceratops. Starting for the middle row, then we have the Batat Edmontonia, PNSO Spinops, Safari Limited Daspletosaurus, there's Zuul, and Papogorgosaurus. So yeah, pretty diverse formation. Oh no, Mr. Raptor. Yeah, the Daspletosaurus definitely a must-add to have it square off against your Zuul. So yeah, really, really like doing these formation shots, especially when I have a lot of figures to include in it. So yeah, they all look pretty good together. Obviously, the Beast of the Mesozoic figures are way out of scale. They're 118, but hey, it's all we got right now for some of these species. So final thoughts on Zuul. I think it's a great figure. Safari did a really good job on it. It's nicely sculpted, has a nice simple paint job, but it's effective. And I just think it's an all-around great figure. Just love the attention to detail, especially on the tail. Just love that asymmetrical look. And it's always exciting just to get a new species added to your collection, especially when it's a well-done figure like this one. Now, my only gripe about this figure is that they use too soft of material. It just caused the spikes along the body to droop, so that is kind of a slight turn off. I'm going to try fixing it, but I do get that these are marketed towards kids and safety first. That's why they use the softer material, but it still bugs me a little bit. Now, if you want to pick this figure up for yourself, it retails for $14.99, and you can use my exclusive coupon code DINOSCREAM to save 15% off your order anytime from Safari's site. I'll leave that link down below in the description. So that will do it for the review. I did order the Nano Tyrannus. We'll be getting into that review shortly. I do have that new disaster figure coming in from PNSO, and I think that's it. I think I'm all really caught up. I'm just looking for like one more Jurassic World figure, and whenever I find that, I'll eventually get to that. So stay tuned for all those reviews. And as always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously and is greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.